Hello, everyone. How's it going? Divonis here from Trip Sitting Podcast, back here to inoculate you with some more knowledge. And today, we're actually going to talk about something else that is completely unrelated to mushrooms. Well, I mean, it could be unrelated depending on your suffix. But, anyways, we're here to talk about parties. And I know this isn't mycology, but like I've said before, I want this podcast to be a mixture of mycology, life experiences, music, things of that nature. I want it to be like an overall type of podcast and not just singularly focused on one thing. It would just have like a primary focus, which would be the mycology, and then a secondary focus, which would be everything else, like this. So, let me start off with my initial thoughts on partying. And I came up with this idea because obviously it was just Halloween weekend. So happy Halloween, even though today's November 1st when I'm recording this. But happy Halloween either way. And anyways, so we were going out this weekend, me and my friends, we were going out. And I came to a conclusion that, I don't know, man, parties just not as cranked as they used to be. You feel me? Like, I feel like the place, I mean, maybe it was the venues we went to, but I don't know. We went to like two in one night, and then the other night we went to another two, and all of them were just like the equal amount of lame. And here's why I think that is. I think it's just because, as you start to go to more and more parties, you start to be able to gauge, oh, this is a lit party, or this is a boring party. And I'm just at that point where I'm just like, man, I've been to some crazy parties, so now I'm just kind of like desensitized to it all. And also, I feel as though you kind of have to buy into the whole party vibe. If you're not intoxicated in some type of way or the music isn't bumping the way you want to, there's no way you can get into the atmosphere of a party because, it's just like a bunch of random people don't even fucking know, just dancing together. And obviously, some people enjoy that, but me being, I should have probably started off this podcast by saying I'm like introverted. Obviously, I can go out, make friends, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, I like to keep to myself. So this opinion will be based on that whole introverted perspective. So I'm just saying that while I can. But yeah, I feel like you have to buy into the whole party atmosphere. And if you don't, you're kind of just like a fish out of water in that sense. But you know what? I say all that to say there are ways to have fun at parties, which number one, obviously, get drunk or whatever your vice is. Obviously, I'm not condoning the use of any illegal substances or also, underage drinking, anything of that nature. Know your limits, know who you are type beat. But at the same time, it's like, I'm also not going to tell you to not have a good time and to use things in moderation, because there is a such thing as using substances like this in moderation and having fun. Obviously, if you're drinking too much and you're blacking out every night, you need to and chill the fuck out, my G. But yeah, there can be ways to have fun at parties. Also, if you go with a group of your friends, where you know these people like the back of your hand, you know that no matter where y'all guys go together, your energy is gonna be there, and you're gonna be able to have a fun time. There are ways to have fun at parties. I just feel like as I've gone to more and I've seen parties and I've seen all the fuck shit that can happen at parties, it just has deteriorated my desire to go to parties. Like, I've been to parties where I've been shot at. I've been to parties where it's been shut down because the cops came like many times. It's just a bunch of things that can happen at parties that kind of just makes you not even want to go to them in the first place. But you know what? Like I was saying earlier, let me not be too negative. There are ways to have fun at parties, and I'm not trying to discourage anyone from having fun at parties. I'm just giving you my opinion and based on my experiences at parties. If y'all want some more suffix about that one time I went to a party that it got shot up, or a few other times, so I've been to parties and the police have came and just like destroyed the entire vibe, then I'll talk about those in future podcasts. But y'all gotta let me know. So just let me know. And for my final point, I'm going to talk about probably the biggest reason as to why I've been feeling the way I have about parties, and age playing a role. I feel like the older you get, the more you realize going to parties that are structured like college parties, you start to realize that it's just not for the older demographic. The idea of a bunch of random people consuming this mystery alcohol that you see in some some big tub. They don't even know the contents of it. They may tell you, oh, it's Everclear. It's Everclear. That's like battery acid. I'm gonna be real. Everclear's like battery acid for real. But yeah, you go to these parties with these mysterious people. A lot of the times, people get roofied at parties. And like I said, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from going to parties. I'm just saying a lot of shit can happen at parties. And as you get older, you start to think about those things more rather than trying to enjoy the party for what it is. And that kind of plays a big role in your overall enjoyment of parties. So yeah, that's basically my whole 2 cents on it. And if I'm being real with you, I can enjoy a party if, like I said earlier, if I'm with the right people, it's the right vibe, the music is bumping, everything, the stars gotta align in this type of situation. Because at the end of the day, if I want to get fucked up, I can just do it in my house. Because at least I know I'm safe at my house. You getting fucked up. I can pass out in my bed. I can throw up in my restroom. I don't have to worry about waiting for someone else to be throwing up in the restroom while I'm about to puke my guts out, So, for me, I enjoy comfort over everything. But yeah, this is a little bit of a shorter podcast. I'm still under the weather a tad bit, but I'm here. I don't know what's been going on with my back. I guess I'm getting old, even though I'm in my early 20s. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, guys, this has been Divonis with Trip Sitting Podcast. And I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.